This is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Raiders going up against the Buccaneers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Tampa Bay, led by their 6'4" quarterback, Jameis Winston, so far in the season. Now, they're coming off the bye week, but Winston, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. What have you made of his play?
Well, you remember when he was at Florida State, he would take some of those big shots downfield, trying to fit in some of those tight passes. They're trying to coach some of that out of him, but not all of it. They don't want to take all the magic away from him, and he's coming off of a win in his last appearance against Carolina.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he powers his way up past the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Now Brian Anger in his 5th year out of Cal on to punt it away. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raiders will take possession. Down, Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Still second down.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back now at this scoreless first half. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Gronkowski's got it on the teeth. Smith's going to start from the 5, and he'll end up at their own 25-yard line before being tackled. Bucs later on the drive. Martin's got it on the run. He'd make it count, running for 7 yards on the play. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet. But we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
Here's the option going right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Clive Walford, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On second down, Martin. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Third down now following the run.
Let's go now. Right there. 54 Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. So they're operating in the red zone.
Single on the slot. Ready, check 3.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.